Can you please introduce yourself?
I'm Chad. I play guitar for Head Planet Earth.
My name's Jahred. I sing for the band.
I heard you guys were spotted in the red light district. Is that true?
Personally, I don't go there, but I think that a couple of our guys in the crew were there last night. But I can't really confirm or deny that.
Did they like it? Did you hear something?
I haven't talked to anybody since I got today. I woke up early and went out to find some Indian food.
Great new album, Broke.
Thanks.
Yeah, really fan of it. So can you tell something about it?
Well, that's a nice thing to say. It's well, we worked hard on it.
When did you start?
We started writing it after we finished up the Ozfest in the States. We wrote it like pretty much while we were on that tour, and then when we came home, that was our last tour before we recorded. So we took a few more months when we were at home to finish writing it, and then we recorded it, and it only took us a couple months to put it down. So,
who wrote the songs?
We all did collectively. You know, each of us brings in a different thing to our band because there's so many different influences you can tell, right? So, you know, for instance, I wrote a few, Wes wrote a few. We all, you know, worked on different songs. But Jahred, our singer's pretty much responsible for all the lyrics.
How were the reactions from the public?
In the States?
Yeah.
Great. Like, we have our fans, you know. We were lucky enough to, like, tour for, like, a few straight years with a lot of good bands and create a good underground punk following, you know, a real strong thing without any radio or video or MTV help or anything like that, you know, strictly on the underground. So when we came out with this record, you know, it hit the radio and it got on the radio a little bit because times have changed, you know, and the public's a little more accepting towards our type of music, and we got a video. So when we came out with this record, the fans just fucking loved it, and then we made a bunch of new fans. So things are going good.
How did you come up with the singer of System of a Down and Morgan from Kitty?
Well, simply, like, System of a Down is like another great band who's like really close friends of ours. You know, we all played the same clubs in Los Angeles, and we all got our record deals around the same time. You know, a lot of bands, and so it was natural for us to tour with them. Snot, System of a Down, and Head PE would tour constantly. So when we did our new record, we just kind of, you know, asked Serge if he would do it, and he was totally wanting to do it. And then as far as Kitty's concerned, while the album was being recorded in New York, System of a Down was playing a show at Irving Plaza, and Kitty was there, and we were there, and they just, hey, we're recording across the street. Do you want to come sing a part? Sure. It's just like that easy.
How did you think about the Ozfest? And you also did the Tattoo the Earth tour. How was that?
It was great, too.
I heard the CD. It's very great CD also.
Oh, really? Well, we recorded that. It was raining, so it was really punk rock. But that tour was like the first tour we ever got where we got a main stage position. So we were pretty happy. But, you know, all the bands were super, super heavy. And so, you know, we had to really throw down, you know, but it was fun, man. It was so great. All those bands are so cool, you know.
Mm-hmm. A big experience also.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Also inside the band, because maybe it's sometimes you get a little struggling because of too much being with each other.
No, we don't really have those problems. I think we're all kind of past those phases in our lives, you know. But definitely being around the guys, it's like a family, you know. You have to, like, treat your family with respect if you plan on, like, you know, having a good relationship with those people, you know.
Can you tell us something about the history of the band?
With the band since the beginning, we've been together for 7 years. We come from Huntington Beach, California, and Chad used to be my roommate, and then my bass player, I've known him for, so long, since we were kids, and then the other guitar player used to play in a band with the drummer, so then we all decided to come together. And then we came together really quick, and then we got a DJ, and then that's just the history of it. It happened really quick within about a month. We've been together ever since, like brothers.
A great new album you got, so can you tell something about that?
Yeah, this album we recorded digitally on the East Coast, North Jersey, mixed it in Manhattan, did drum and bass in Mississippi, and we just, on this one, we basically just like I would just get demos from like the 2 guitar players, maybe, you know, a song or 2 from the bass player, whatever. Pick through the songs that, you know, I would really like or whatever, and then just put vocals to them. Then we'd learn them as a band, and then we went out and recorded the album. Whereas the first album was done from like getting together in rehearsal and figuring out songs. So it was a different process.
A better process.
I enjoyed it more. I like this album better. I think it was just more like focused song. Each song's more focused.
Any lyrics also?
The lyrics are more personal. Where you know, I more opened up about, you know, myself on this album. You know, as harsh as it may be or whatever. And then, you know, the first album, you know, was more like I'd write about religion or politics or UFOs or whatever, and this one's more just about introspection or whatever.
How would you describe your music?
Our music is a blend of punk rock, heavy metal, soul music, reggae, hip hop. We throw anything we want to in there, you know, but we're really concerned about beats and heaviness. You
also had a guy called Tilo in the band. What about him?
Tilo used to work for the band. He used to sing a couple backup lines in the band. He wasn't signed with the band as a member of the band. He was on the road with us like as one of our tech guys, you know. And then we'd let him like sing a couple backups once in a while. Well, while we were on the road with Motley Crue, then he met Tommy Lee, and so then they put together their project.
How was the last tour?
We've been touring with Papa Roach in the States constantly, and Linkin Park constantly in the States, whatever. But we haven't been out here since '98 or something. And when we were out here, we played the Ozfest. That was the only show we played that year, the Ozfest.
Have you been in Amsterdam already here?
We went 2 years ago, and we got here yesterday. I knew what to expect, you know?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm feeling like Bob Marley today.
I heard some strange rumors you were spotted in the red light district.
Oh, really? Maybe. Maybe it wasn't me. Maybe it was the guy who looked like me.
Have you seen something from Amsterdam or?
I partake in the herb for sure. Now, I didn't go to the red light district this time, but 2 years ago I did. This time I'm feeling a little bit shy.
Why is that?
I don't know. I'm in a different mindset this time. I haven't been doing enough drugs or drinking, so...
Everybody's staring at you.
Right. The herb is just enough to make me go watch some shitty Amsterdam TV and go to take a nap.
It's a local, local TV.
Man, yeah, there's just no channels.
Well, they had some good shit last night. They had like this rad skating and
right.
And
there's
trials. You know how they do
the Extreme channel or
yeah, the Extreme channel. That was a good one. You guys need to run that all the time. And the surfing too is killer. It made me feel like I was at home.
Can you tell something about bands in the US? Maybe we have to look out for them or watch out for them.
That you haven't heard of yet?
Yeah.
Well, the only thing I can tell you is that there's a band that's coming out of Huntington Beach. Just got signed to Atlantic. They're called The Human Lab. You'll definitely hear that record. You should look out for it. It's going to be killer. Other than that, I don't really know of any young bands that you haven't heard about.
Okay. How was the cooperation with the Straight Up CD?
Yeah, well, you know, he was one of our buddies, and Snot was one of our, you know, family bands that we used to know from the beginning. And so when they called me to be on the album and our DJ, it was no problem. You know, we were there immediately. So that's that.
How did you write the songs?
Oh, the song that I was on, I wrote on the way down to the studio and maybe a little bit the day before, just kind of trying to capture the moment of how I felt about the whole situation, you know. Didn't want to think about it too hard. I kind of just wanted to just write it real quick and do it. Which is kind of how on our album, how I did, like 2/3 of the stuff was written the very same day that I recorded it.
The music was already written.
It was already there, yeah. I just came in and added the vocals.
Maybe you can tell something about your new video?
We haven't seen it yet, but we just filmed it the day before we flew here. And what it is there's a new movie coming out called 3,000 Miles to Graceland, and it's like a bunch of stars Kevin Costner, Jack Russell, Christian Slater, a bunch of dudes. They play like Elvis impersonators who rip off the casino. It's pretty awesome. Anyway, our song Killing Time, which is our new single, is the lead single from the movie. So we shot the video with the director of the film. You know, he picked our song, so we got to tie in this cool stuff from the movie with our video. We shot it. It's going to be fun. You'll probably see it in a few weeks.
Thank you for this interview.